What's up, my beautiful people? Thank you for joining us for another classic episode. And for today's episode, we're gonna talk about the way I met up with five gang which tried to steal my belonging, which made me end up in the hospital with a lot of blister and wounds. This happened on 2018. And this day, me and my friend decided to go out for a drink. For me, I usually used to go out to have a drink on CBD, Nairobi CBD, but this day they told me, okay, because we are the one who are buying, we don't usually go to CBD, so we can take you to where we used to go. They told me they'll take me to a point where they used to have a drink on South B. There is a place called Madukani. So I joined them because they told me it's a good place. We have been going there for like 3, 4 years and there's nothing which have happened. At this point, I was a student at Railway Training Institute. Well, the issue with Madukani was uh, at that place, it was just a regular bar. You see, it's a bar. It was not a restaurant. I used to go to a restaurant at CBD. So this is a bar where there is no bouncers, where they do sell all kind of cheap liquor. So when time came, we went and started having fun. It was a good place. I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy. I enjoyed. We did take liquor, and by around 10 p.m., we started asking for those cheap liquor. We drank, like, I don't know whether we were trying to commit suicide, but we did take a lot of alcohol. Then, for me, I was so drunk. I won't lie. I was not used to take this kind of liquor, and now I'm taking them. And for those people who drink can tell you this. It's so bad for you to mix up any kind of drinks. And if you are used to whiskey, it do affect you if you take beer. And if you are used to beer, don't you dare try a whiskey. Or else you'll have a long day. For me, that's what happened. I was not used to this kind of liquor and now I'm taking a new type of liquor. So over and over, I used to feel like, okay, it's not going the way I want. So I could get out, go have some cigarette, then come back. And all this time, when I get out, I used to make phone call and come back. And I didn't know all this time that every time I go out, maybe for Ulino or to have some kind of cigarette, there was few gentlemen who were looking at me, and they used to observe what and how you are behaving. So what happened? It was this. I went, then added more alcohol and more and more. But within some time, my body could not take any more alcohol. So I went out to have a breeze. Then when coming back, I thought it have already cooled down so I can take maybe one more cup of alcohol, then I can go home. But what happened was, immediately when I take the first sip of that alcohol, I felt to puke. Like, so I had to get out and at least not to puke in the place where people are. So before I can get out of the door, I can tell you I was unable to resist anymore. So I started puking. All this time, this gang which was following me was sitting next to the door. They do sit there to try to see someone who will try to provoke them, and in the process of fighting, they'll steal your belongings. So I get out puking. Immediately when I arrived where there was a green place and I started puking there, I can tell you this. I don't know where those people came, because you see, when you are puking, most of the time you don't look anywhere. You are just only concentrating on that. I started receiving beatings from all directions. And all this time they are saying that you have puked on one of our friend's shoe. I asked them, can you show me your friend? They cannot provide the person who have been puked on, but they are telling me you have puked on our friend. I did receive a very, very heavy beating. Like when they realized like I'm still strong, I think they thought that because I'm already drunk and I'm puking, that means this guy cannot be able to hold for long. So he just need 2, 3 beating here and there and he'll be out. When they realize I'm still holding on to, they put on the rings on their fingers, and some of them were holding on the stones. They started hitting me on the head with those stones. Actually, I did get a cut here, I had a cut here. It's only that you can see, and at on this side, even when I touch it like this, I can feel where they were hitting me. So, and all this time, there is 4 people hitting me, and one guy who is busy trying to at least access my pocket so that he can get money and my phone. I tried to fight them. All I could is, when I have a chance, I used to hit one of them to make sure that I hit that guy so hard he will leave, and before he can come, I'll have to hit the other person. So the fight went on like for 5 minutes, and I see I cannot win. And this guy will take my phone. So what I did, I called people for help. I did shout like a woman, very vocal, very loud, asking people to come to my help. The best thing, I went there with my friends from the school. So they came for my help. Within 2 minutes, the fight was over and those people ran away. But they didn't run without giving us a warning that when they would meet us again, they would kill us. That was not an issue. But when all this was happening, all we didn't realize is this group was more than 5 people. So in the bar, there was another group of people terrorizing people there. And within this fight, when I shouted and asked for help, you see, people came out. So the people, those gang which was left in the bar, had a chance to do whatever they want. And I can tell you, within 2 minutes, the bar attendant, she was already, she had lost her phone, she had been removed a bra and a panty. I don't know whether those people wanted to rape her, but within 2 minutes, the woman was dressed up naked. She was like, you could think she is coming out of the shower. But what she did, she shouted. So the people who are trying to harass her decided to let it go and they ran out. But it wasn't without a fight. I can tell you, after fighting outside, when we get in, there was one of them who was holding a glass. He tried to aim me with a glass, and the glass did hit the wall behind me. It was reduced to small particles, like you could think that it's flour which have been poured down. It bothered me for a long time that if that glass did get to my face. I don't think so even it would leave me alive. I think I would. It was thrown so hard that even if it would have not killed me, I would be in a coma like for 2, 3 months. So after all these incidents, the police were called. So the only thing which was left, it was for us to learn for our own life. You don't want to go to police station because even if you are the one who is being fought for, who is being attacked by this gang, police will take everyone to the police station and you will not get out of that without a fine. So I ran, went to sleep because I'm so drunk. Waking up in the morning, the bed was soaked up, full of blood all over. And by 1 hour or 2 hours after waking up, my head was aching. Like I could touch every part of my head and I could feel pain. That time now I started feeling the beating which was happening yesterday. It started affecting me. At that time, I started feeling the pain which was after the beating. And I can tell you, I went on the mirror and looked at myself. And I did see a picture which I would never ever want to see ever again. I had marks all over, blood all over. Like that thing affected me. I went to the hospital. I was treated, but since they were not that serious, deep cuts, I was discharged. Even I didn't spend even a single day in the hospital. I was discharged and went back home. But I can tell you this, from that day, I decided that if I wanna go for a drink, I'll never ever choose those cheap bar. I will always go for a drink in a more reasonable restaurant. A restaurant, or if it's a bar where people are behaving at least in accordance. And I will never take cheap liquor ever again. That's my story for today. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Call your friend to come and watch. Peace.